Your wealth, don't wait on it. Build your wealth, I stay on it.
Welcome to Build Your Wealth AI. I'm your AI guide. In every video, we will drop something new to help you use AI, grow your income, and level up. In this video, I'm going to show you 2 ways to create a podcast series. Give me a podcast script for an Uber driver, 2 men discussing Uber experience and secrets in driving Uber. It gave me a script. It gave me the host. So can you give me like a dialogue, how I'm supposed to frame it? Gotta tell chat, like, by giving it details, because chat is going to give you what chat is going to give you. And you the angle separate, your position, host, Uber driver, dialogue. And if you really don't know how to put this together, you're going to be in trouble. I'm new here. I don't know how to put a podcast together. I want to start a podcast with this. This is what chat do all the time. I have to go back and forth with chat. And I was getting aggravated about doing this when I'm creating, I don't care if it's a podcast, cinematic stories and stuff. Chat just sets it up like this, and you really don't know where to start, where to plug and play. And I will get tired of this. Asking chat different questions. Chat, I need images and stuff. Like, can you give me the images with settings for the podcast? Creating. What I did was I created an app, cinematic story, that tells stories automatic. You don't have to guess. If you want to put a little input on it, you can. Characters, it gives you podcasts, author, like it has so much different information in here where it takes the guessing out. So I'm going to come to my app where I'm going to press right here where it says podcast. You can press automatic or build a podcast. What I'm going to do is just build a podcast. I'm going to put topic Uber driver into host about secrets driving. Description, I'm just going to say driver, those things that no one knows about driving. Phone, it can be random, or you can click professional comedy if you want it a comedy, if you want it serious, or you can just let it randomly pick characters. You can pick the character or pick podcast setting where you want the podcast, in the office, in a luxury studio. You can pick it office, how many frames, and you just press build the podcast. And within a couple of seconds, my app builds the whole podcast for you. You don't have to think about what to say, what motion. It's going to give you everything. Whereas with chat, you have to sit there and you have to tell chat the guy you through. In my app, you don't have to do that. You see, the silent confession of an Uber driver. It gives you the concept. It gives you the scene. It gives you emotions, where chat wasn't giving me none of that. It gave me the dialogue. All I have to do is copy and paste. I didn't have to ask my app for it because it gave me. And it also gives you the image. All you have to do is just copy and paste each and everything it gives you. Copy it. Let's take it to like Hicksville. Copy and I paste the prompt. It gave me this for the podcast. And then I go back and I go to the second scene. It gives me the next one. And what I did was just copy and paste each scene that my app gave me for the podcast. Then I downloaded and I went to video. Back after I have all of my image, then I go back and I copy the motion and the dialogue, put it here, and this is what my app gave me.
Mark, welcome to the show. We're diving into the world of gig economy delivery today, but I found out something about the apps you use every day that will make your skin crawl. Thanks for having me, Alex. Yeah, magical is one word for it. From the driver's seat, it's definitely a different kind of magic.
To my app again, and I go to the next scene, copy and paste it, dialogue, and then I copy and paste the motion, and then I bring it back to Hicksville, the next scene.
Oh, more times than I can count. There's the customer who thinks you're their personal assistant, the restaurant that screws up the order and blames you. But then cross the line. What kind of line are we talking about, Mark? Because I think a lot of people assume these apps are foolproof completely.
And then I just continue to go back to my app and copy and paste. I don't have to worry about how they moving. I don't have to worry about the light, what each person is saying. Whereas in chat gives me stuff like this. I have to go back, back and forth for hours sometimes trying to get it all set up. And again, it don't give me if you don't be, if you don't tell chat what you want, what kind of lighting you want, what kind of camera angle, especially if you knew it would be, hard for you. So if you're going to use chat, you have to be detailed. Tell chat what you want. You have to like break it down to chat what kind of lighting you want, or you tell chat like add the lighting, add the camera angles and stuff, add the motions because if not, chat is not going to do it. And again, I used to fight with chat for hours and I got tired. And again, now all I have to do is just come to my app, press a button, give it a little details, and it'll give me a whole podcast, script and all. If I wanted to continue with the script to make my podcast even longer, for some of you people who want longer podcasts, my app just press continue and it'll create more scenes. And then all I have to do is just go back and continue to add more scenes to the podcast.
Cross a line. What kind of line are we talking about, Mark? Because I think a lot of people assume these apps are foolproof. Complete. What did you see that challenged that perception? It wasn't just what I saw, Alex, accidentally marking an item delivered that wasn't there. Then it escalates all of it. I think the system creates the pressure, gives you the anonymity, and then human.
And then after I have all of my clips, then I would take it to app that edit, put them all together to make it flow. This is the finished product from my app.
The show, we're diving into the world of gig economy delivery today, but I found out something about the apps you use every day that will make your skin crawl. Thanks for having me, Alex. Yeah, magical is one word for it. From the driver's seat, it's definitely a different kind of magic. I can only imagine the pressure, the low pay, the endless routes, misquotations. Did you ever find yourself in a scenario where you thought, this isn't what I signed up for? Oh, more times than I can count. There's the customer who thinks you're their personal assistant, the restaurant that screws up the order and blames you. But then there were the other times, the times you see something or do something that crosses a line you never thought you'd touch. Cross a line. What kind of line are we talking about, Mark? Because I think a lot of people assume these apps are foolproof. Complete. What did you see that challenged that perception? It wasn't just what I saw, Alex, accidentally marking an item delivered that wasn't there. It's all of it, I think. The system creates the pressure, gives you the anonymity, and then human nature fills the void. I quit because you wonder how many times this happens. Is it the pressure on drivers, the design of the apps, or something deeper about human nature?
Again, if you want to continue to talk to chat and you comfortable with chat giving you all the information, then I advise you to go with chat. But if you tired and you want faster results and you want better output, you don't have to think about what you're gonna write. Is the lighting. All you want to do is just go and just click something fast and it gives everything for you. Then the link is in the bio. Just do podcasts. It do author. If you are music, you make sonal music. It'll give you scripts just like this. It'll set everything up for you. Short stories, all in this app. And then if you want to do a podcast and you really don't know what you want to talk about, all you do is just press the automatic button and it's going to create a podcast for you. It will give you the title, the description of the podcast, what's going to be said in the podcast, how it's going to move. But if you like to have a little input in it, all you have to do is just go to build. Here's the auto podcast and it gives you the concept and everything. Give you the dialogue. Host, welcome to the unseen where we pull back the curtains on story you thought you knew. The guest is Alex. Thank you for having me. Honestly, it felt like a dream. It gives you the dialogue, the image scene set in a modern podcast studio. It gives you the motion camera moves through modern podcast studio with soundproof walls. So it's going to give you everything in this app. Again, this is auto. If you don't know what to say, you just want to create. But if you want to be unique, then you can just go to build and you just type in whatever your brain wants to do. You want to do a love story, description, a woman is sleeping with her ball. You just put, you want professional, serious, inspirational, controversial, emotional. You just press it. Character type. You want female? You want male? Do you want realistic? Do you want a pixel? Do you want an animal podcast? You want it at the radio? You want it at a conference? You want it at a street? You want a phone interview? You want it on a hotel office? Let's do a virtual with no description, and it gives me everything. Whereas chat, you will have to go deep into what you want. It's giving me the dialogue, as the motion, the camera, and everything. So again, this is how I create my stuff fast and don't really have to be thinking about what I want. If I don't want to add anything, just press one button and it creates everything. Whereas chat, you have to keep going back and forth with chat to give you what you want. If you're interested, the link to the app is in the bio in the Cinematic Studio.